How's it going, everyone? Mike here from Skinny Boy Barbecue. Today I'm going to be doing a little video, a little kind of introduction to the Kamado Joe Classic 3. So let's give you the walk around. So I was just getting ready to do a pork belly today, and I got a friend of mine who's thinking about getting a barbecue, and I've recommended him Kamado Joe because Kamado Joe is great as an all-rounder. It's great for the low and slow cooks. It's fantastic for searing your steaks and things like that. It's just this thing, you can use it for everything, and I cook on this more than I cook on anything else. You'll see a lot of my videos will be more to do with the Kamado Joe. To be honest, when I get my briskets, I tend to do a lot of briskets on things like my Traegers, just purely because of the sheer size of the briskets. Sometimes I can't get it in my Classic 3, which is why I'm just desperate for a Big Joe 3, because those extra few inches, they do count. But using this video here is to give you an idea and to help a friend of mine. I know he's kind of 90% there, I think, but to kind of help a friend of mine with his choice and give him a proper walk around, I thought I'd give you guys a show. Now, I researched Kamado ovens for probably about 6 months. I've had this one nearly a year now, but I did do a lot of research for nearly 6 months trying to figure out which one would be the best one to buy. And in truth, I was edging more towards Big Green Egg a little bit, and then Kamado Joe popped on the radar, and there were a few things with the Kamado Joe that didn't just edge it for me, it took it to a whole new level. Now, one of the things with these ceramic ovens is they are heavy. I mean, this one's probably 130 kilograms nearly without the two shelves, but with the air hinge that they have, you can little finger. One of the things you always want to do is burp your grill, especially if you're getting to those really high temperatures, the 400-450 degrees Celsius, you know, the kind of 800-900 degrees Fahrenheit range. Now, when you burp your grill, you're just lifting it up slightly, but with the things like the green egg and everything, you're going to have to hold the handle still. Now, that, to me, that's going to expose your hand to getting burnt with the air that comes out. But dead easy, burp your grill, unlock the catch, lift it up slightly, let it go, let that heat come out. As you can see there, it's sat just a few inches from being open. Little finger all the way up. And again, it's just dead easy. Because if you slip and this comes down, this is going to come down hard. And it's going to cause damage to your dome, possibly to your base as well. And it is, if that cracks, I hate to think. Another thing I like about it is you've got a gasket on here, which is just like having a gasket for an oven. Some of the older Kamados, but I believe in the Kamado Joe 2, they had just a felt strip. Well, this is the same things you find on your oven, and it's a lot better. I've used this so many times, and I can't really see in a year, probably 100 cooks. I can't see any wear really on it at all. It stands up. It's brilliant. Now, inside, I've already filled up with my charcoal. I'm a sucker. When I buy a grill, I always use what they have. So if it's things like pellets, I use the company for the pellets. Kamado Joe, I'm using the big block charcoal all the time. I know other people use other things and probably a little bit cheaper, but it's just me. Now, what you've got, I should have done this without having the charcoal in. What you've got is you've got a charcoal basket. In the Kamado Joe 2 and a lot of other Kamados, there was a metal cast iron disc at the bottom of this, which allowed, in fact, do you know what? Hold the line callers. I'm going to try and just get this out. So just around here, you had a cast iron grate. They've taken that away, which must have given it better airflow. But the great thing is, when you want to clear out the charcoal, it's dead easy. All you're going to do is come down here, open up your vent, and you've got a little tray. Pull that out, and then we're just going to go and dump this in there for a second. Slide it back in. Done. So dead easy. Now with the firebox in here, what they've actually done is the old ones used, and a lot of Kamados, they have a all-in-one firebox. These will crack in time because as they do expand. Kamado have done these in individual pieces. In truth, you need two people really to get this on, because you've got your ring which holds all this into place. Trying to hold it in, put the ring on, hold it in, put the ring on. By the time you get over here, these ones have fallen out. I saw on YouTube somebody's got a little hack for this. Just get some rolled up newspaper, and every time you put a ring in, pop it down here. I'll try it on my next one. When I do clean this out, I gave this a absolute solid clean just very recently. So, but yeah, so a lot easier. And then over here, you've got your charcoal basket, and then all you're going to do is pop it in. Now from that, Kamado have designed what they call divide and conquer cooking system, which allows you to slot that in place, and then when you've got your grills, you can put your grates, onto different levels. So now that gives so much more versatility when cooking on a Kamado. You can have half your charcoal in one end, and if you want to sear some meat on here but cook some vegetables on here, it allows you to do that. Not a problem at all. Another thing you can do, and this is what I love, is you need to take this out to put this in. We've got this. This is your slow roller. Okay. Now, all you need to do is, with your divide and conquer cooking system, you've got little, I don't know if you can see it in the light, you've got little feet that this sits in. Then, once you light your fire up, let your fire go. And then what you want to do is start putting this together. Dead easy, 3 pieces, 1, 2, 3. Now, this is going to allow for the indirect cooking, so you're not going to get any hot spots in this, but this little gap here allows the heat and the smoke, and what happens is this comes up into the dome and around and comes down into your food. It's great. Personally, what I tend to do, I'm going to be cooking a pork belly later on, what I'll tend to do is put a drip tray, because you've got this handy little rack. So what I'll do is I'll put my drip tray on here, I'll put my grates on the top, I'll have my pork belly cooking, and then I'll have a drip tray underneath here. And because my drip tray is not impeding any of this, I'm not going to get any hot spots. It's great. It's fantastic. I hadn't seen that. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe that is just for Kamado Joe. They invented the slow roller, or some university invented the slow roller, and Kamado Joe piggybacked on top of it. I won't get them all out because they're all in my garage, but you do get a number of different cooking surfaces for this. Soapstone is fantastic. It's non-porous. It allows, I did a video very recently with some Denver steaks. I didn't put any oil, any butter, or anything down on the soapstone. Literally staked down and it cooked in its own fats. You've got your cast iron griddle, which is reversible as well, and you've got your cast iron grill plates. Again, Big Joe 3. I really want my Big Joe. It's the one thing I regret doing. I regret not going straight into the Big Joe, but it was my first purchase in ceramic. You can get them a lot cheaper, but Kamado for me is one of the best. The cart on here, one of the things that actually put me off the Kamado Joe 2 was the cart. This is a much better, much higher quality cart than the other one. You'd have to look at it online, and you've got some probe sensor holder, whatever you want to call it, down here, so that kind of keeps your wires nice and tidy. Nice sturdy base as well. I believe the second Kamado Joe doesn't have a base, but that slow roller actually fits perfectly into that area down there. And then they've upgraded the shelves. These are going to be a lot higher. I mean, mine's been a year. I've had some really hot surfaces on that, and it's not left any marks at all. To control the temperature, dead easy. You've got your Kamado Joe daisy wheel at the top, and you've got your air vent at the bottom. If you want to be cooking really hot, really fast, searing your steaks, you'll open the vent all the way up. You'll push that all the way open, or even move it all the way around. And then that way you'll have just pure airflow, and the heat, it gets up to that 450 degrees Celsius, kind of 850, 900 Fahrenheit, dead quick. Be mindful, just a bit of a tip. I had that, whatever you call the thing, umbrella. We had one in the past. It was a bit rainy. I put the umbrella up over it, and the flames that came out of there kind of burnt a hole in it. So yeah, just be careful if you're undercover that you're not covering. When you're searing, you've got plenty of headroom. Let's just say. A couple of accessories that come with it. You've got. I see a lot of people on websites asking what this is. Guys, dead simple. If you don't want to handle hot grates, it's literally just a case of, let me get it the right way around. You can pick up said grate, pop it down. Save you trying to use a towel or glove and burn your fingers. Just dead easy. If you've got two in there, you can literally just pick it up from the side, pop it down, and you're done. Cool. So another thing, when I was looking at, I really like this design. There's a few others out there. Again, I won't mention the green one, but they're daisy wheels on the top, and you spin it. And a lot of times I was looking at on YouTube videos and stuff like that, is when you lift this up, the daisy wheel tends to spin off. Well, I can lift this and it stays exactly in its place. So yeah, quick tutorial, quick walk round. So it's like 12 minutes long of the Kamado Joe. I love it. It's my favorite grill that I have. That's why you'll see me do a lot more cooks on it than anything else. Sorry Traeger, sorry Napoleon. There's a couple of, I do want a Big Joe 3. That's my next biggest thing. So yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. Kamado Joe Classic 3. If you're thinking about getting a barbecue, genuinely this is perfect for just absolutely everything. Thanks for watching. One thing I forgot to mention when I was doing the video to start off with is the ease and beauty when this gets delivered to you. There is literally no assembly required. It's already where it needs to be. All I think I remember doing is putting the wheels on the cart and then just clipping these into place. That was it. I think with other ones that I don't want to be, I hate DIY. When my wife buys some furniture that needs to be built, no, Why is there no one who does it for us? I'm lazy. Let me cook. Let me eat. It's already built.